things I like about it is, of course, we get to eat good food, but we also get to meet a lot of good people.
The best part of barbecue for me would have to be the camaraderie. Because, I mean, just the teams out here, they're all great. I mean, if you need something, you forget something, I mean, they usually have it, they'll help you out with it.
Yeah. And that's the same for me. I love talking and I love hanging out with people, and then all night, and he's like, come on, we gotta go over here. And I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, we're cooking, right? Yeah, we gotta go back over there.
The camaraderie, like the community, is very helpful. People are amazing.
It's just a great community, and everybody's real supportive.
The best part about barbecue competition is you. No, kidding. It's I guess it's the people you meet. Since we've been doing this, we've met tons of good people, and lifelong friends. I mean, they're that quick. You just become like family.
The family aspect of it and getting to be together.
Very family friendly and everything here. You meet some good people.
Hands down, the people. Yep. Everybody you meet from across the United States.
Yep. Meeting a lot of good people.
Meeting all the people is just absolutely wonderful.
Is meeting all the people you meet.
Cool people.
The people.
The people.
The people.
With the people.
Meeting all the people. I know people say that a lot, but it really is true.
We're just part of a barbecue family. So to me, that's the best thing I like about barbecue. Because when you're family, you can talk noise to family, and it doesn't really matter. And if you get beat, you get beat. But if you win, yeah, it's pretty good to beat your big brother.
The best part is we can drink beer any time of the day, and it's acceptable.
The best part of competition so far has been the beer that everyone's given me.
Best part, getting your name called.
Winning.
Hearing my name called. I don't care if it's 10th place or first. Hearing your name called. The anticipation. Sitting there with all these other teams of these great cooks and being able to hear your name called amongst those.
Best part about competition barbecue is all the barbecue. And it is the worst thing about barbecue competitions is all the barbecues. After a while, you don't want it ever.
Worst part? Chicken.
Pork. No, I actually like pork. But chicken. I mean chicken. Trimming chicken, that's the worst part.
Worst part is the long hours.
Yeah, the long hours.
I think one of the worst parts is not ever knowing how the weather's going to be, especially in Missouri. It was cold this year. Waiting for anticipation too.
And that's where my worst part of KCBS comes from, is Fireball Fun Time and shots with Travis. That's the worst part about this. The self-abuse you put yourself through to make your turn-in times on time.
People don't realize how hard it really is until they really do it.
Well, I would say the worst part right now is chasing points, because when you come out here, you're looking for a first or a second, and even if you finish really well, you don't get one of those. You drive home kind of, it's hard. So like it's next year it'll be nice not really looking to chase points. So that's the hardest part of this year. Is it was fun, and now it's when you need to finish in a certain spot and you don't, then it's kind of not feeling like it was a waste of a drive or a trip somewhere. So it's kind of trying to juggle the being out here with friends and family and enjoying it, but also like not getting too hard on yourself when you don't get finished, because there's so many great folks out here that it's not to come to every comp and expect to do a first or second or any of that. It's just ridiculous. So.
I think the worst part is sometimes we set an expectation on ourselves and we don't meet that expectation, and we have a hard time trying to figure out how to deal with that. And it's not necessary. Just go out, don't worry about everyone else, have fun, have a good cook, and it'll be what it'll be.
When you expect to do well and you get disappointed sometimes, that feeling is undescribable. It's a disappointment. So as time goes by and you manage those expectations that, hey, I'm here to have fun, possibly I won't win, I would like to improve my scores, that's my expectations, and versus grand champion, then I believe that once you get that, then things get better, is managing your expectations about the competitions with yourself.
If you're thinking about doing it, honestly, just do it. Like, there's no sense in waiting because everybody had to start somewhere, literally. Like, I literally learned how to smoke the wrong way. Like, I didn't know you were supposed to use seasoned wood. I didn't know you were supposed to do all of these things. But experience, like they say in life, it's literally the best teacher. So once if you're thinking about contemplating doing it, just do it. Like, jump in it. You're gonna meet some great people, and if you burn 4, 5, 6, 7 slabs of ribs, join the club. Because if you haven't burnt yourself or burnt something, you're not really a pit master. Whether you're a new one or an old one. So burn some stuff and jump on it.
Just if you want to do it, just go for it. Don't want to, then
we learn as we go.
We're learning as we go.
Never be afraid to get in the barbecue and try it out. It's not something really too difficult. It's easy to learn. There's always people out there willing to help you. So
if you're going to get into barbecue, I would say go take a class. I mean, you'll spend more money trying to figure this out like we did. I mean, you spend thousands and thousands trying to figure it out. When there's classes you can take for $500, that'll give you the basics to get started. Then you branch it off on your own, make it your recipe.
Yeah, join the barbecue league. Take a class. Do any kind of research you can online. There's tons of stuff you can find on YouTube. That's basically what I did for a year before I ever started competing, and I really think it helped.
Ask questions, talk to people, find out who's winning and what they're doing, and if somebody has a better rub that's already made, then you don't need to make your own. Just ask questions.
Be willing to have an open mind and learn from other people, because everybody's got something that they do that can make your cooks better.
Really got to do a flavor profile that you think that's good for you and good for your turn-in and what they may like. You get one chance to impress, one bite, so got to make it count. And
practice a lot. Practice a lot.
Have a good thermopin.
I like my pink thermopin, right?
Oh, make a checklist, maybe double check all your stuff.
Make a list, have checklist on everything, and keep that checklist.
Just have a checklist of things that you want to get packed out before you do, and just get it organized before you go, because you will forget something. So.
Don't pack more than you need. Don't show up with a bunch of extra crap. You're just gonna have to shuffle it around all day. Learn how to pack everything you need for a comp very precisely.
Take pride in when you trim your meat at home the week of the competition. Take pride in how you trim your meat and make it look almost edible, even though it's raw. Make it almost look edible at home, and it will cook the same way when you
cook it to the right tenderness, and you'll do good as anyone.
Depending on the type of meat you get, I know some will cook with Tyson. I'm a smart chicken person. I do cook thighs. Wrapping them, I do wrap them to make them look pretty as well and keep them formed. So I would say that's probably a pretty good tip to do. I do like my Tuffy Tap Tap as well. So that's one that I use. If you see me out there, it's one that Meat Rushmore used on USA Barbecue as well. If you saw Katie doing that back then, but that's one that I took a while back when I took Tuffy Stone's class. That was something that's always stuck with us. It makes finishing dust a lot easier.
I guess my only tip would be make sure you get everything turned in on time.
And I guess the number one they do is I always go to bed early. I go to bed around 9 o'clock. I kind of go over my timeline before I go to bed. I don't set a timeline up until the night before. I set it up based on weather. If it's windy out, if it's cold out.
Experimenting, practice, that sort of thing. But I mean, time management is just like
it's key.
Yeah.
And knowing how your smoker is going to react in different kinds of weather.
Yes. And with different amounts of food in it.
Science!
Yeah.
keep it simple. Small changes. Don't change more than one thing at a time in your recipe card. I don't care what it is. One thing only. Never change at a time. If that fixes your problem, great. If not, go back. Just one thing at a time. That's key. Keep it simple.
Be patient with it. It'll come. You only make
good barbecue by making really bad barbecue, and we've made some really bad stuff.
Just don't get frustrated. You know, every cook's different. Today, I didn't have a very good cook. We're gonna cook again tomorrow, and I can take Grant tomorrow. You never know. You can't get frustrated if you have a bad day.
Everything's trial and error. Even that is trial and error.
Don't get discouraged.
Do not get discouraged.
If you lose, just keep trying.
Yeah.
Just keep trying. We've met so many people that if they don't win the first time, they get discouraged and they want to quit. Don't quit.
It took us, 4 years to really start winning.
Don't set your goal at first place all the time.
Yeah.
Just keep going.
You know, something to routine, something that just makes you stand out. And if you asked anyone about SLOX 4, besides I have a really hot wife, is I like Fireball. So those are a couple special things about me.
Just have fun and don't take things too serious.
Just enjoy it and have a good time. That's the only thing I can say. Just cook good food.